To create health for yourself, there are three fundamentals that you need to take care of: food, activity and rest. When it comes to food, one of the most important things that you must be conscious of is, on a certain day when you eat a certain type of food, whatever you eat, you must consciously notice how quickly does it digest and become a part of yourself. Any food that you eat, if it lasts over 3 hours, that means you've eaten bad food, and that is something to be either avoided or reduced in quantity. If food moves out of your stomach bag within 3 hours, this means you're eating something that your system can handle efficiently. It may not be the best food, but your system is able to handle it. And between one meal and the next meal, if you create a clear gap of 5 to 6 hours, and in between if there is no other ingestion, you will see the cleansing process in the system on the cellular level, cleansing will happen. This cleansing on the cellular level is most important and significant for a healthful life. So between meals there must be at least 5 to 6 hours of space. If you're over 30 years of age, 2 meals a day, 2 good meals a day will suffice. One in the morning and one in the evening. After the evening meal, before you go to bed, there must be a minimum of 3 hours, and if there is a certain amount of physical activity, not necessarily very heavy or strenuous activity, just simple walking or maybe a dance or something like this, create something for yourself where about at least 20 to 30 minutes there is some physical activity after the evening meal. If you do this, largely your system will be healthy. If one goes to bed with food still inside the stomach bag, a certain level of inertia is generated in the system. This inertia, physiologically, it's like accelerating towards death. Death is ultimate inertia, and if you go to bed with stomach full, one thing is it generates inertia, another dimension is the stomach bag is full means it will create pressure on other organs in the abdomen region. This will also lead to various kinds of health issues. It's very important when you go to bed, again, food has moved out of the stomach bag, that the bag is not heavy to put pressure on as you sleep in different postures. It should not be putting pressure on the rest of the organs. When it comes to activity, in this brief time, I don't want to give you an exercise regimen. The simple thing that we need to understand is, our body is capable of bending forward, bending backward and twisting sideways on either side. This much activity must happen, whatever we do, in whatever form. If you do classical hatha yoga, that is the best way to do it, scientific way of doing it. If that is not yet in your life, you must somehow make sure every day you bend forward, backward and twist both ways and squat, so that stretching of the spinal column will happen. This much activity is a must for everybody on a daily basis if we want to keep the entire system in a healthful state, particularly your neurological system, which will be an issue as one ages. The volume of rest that an individual needs is determined by various factors. One important factor is the type and the volume of food that one consumes. When I say the type of food, you must experiment with foods and see what type of foods cause maximum heaviness within you, what type of foods will leave you light and agile. If you make sure at least 40% of your diet is fresh vegetables and fruits, you will see the lightness in the body will come, because what the body needs is restfulness, not necessarily sleep. Most people understand that sleep is the only way to rest. No. As you sit and stand, you can either be restful or in a state of agitation or in a state of inertia. If you are in a lively state of restfulness, moment to moment in your life, the volume of sleep you actually require will come down.
All of us in the world are seeking something. Can you throw some light or guide us on this journey?
Everybody is seeking the same thing. It is just through different means. Whether one goes to the bar or temple or wants to go to heaven, they want… one thing is they want pleasantness. If pleasantness is achieved, then they want expansion.